I stub my toe on the coffee table this morning and I scream for 11 full seconds. 11 seconds. I timed it. Well, my roommate timed it because I was busy not being able to breathe. And somewhere, in a universe sitting just slightly to the left of this one, there is a version of me who gets stabbed through the chest with a rebar pole and says, quote, "Ha, that guy has claws. Metal ones. They live inside his hands like the world's worst surprise party. And I am almost certain that if I had them, the first thing I would do is accidentally stab myself getting out of bed." This is the story of what happens when regular, toe-stubbing, soup-too-hot mouth burning me suddenly wakes up with an unbreakable metal skeleton and a healing factor that treats death as more of a suggestion. It does not go the way you think. Day 1. I wake up. My hands feel weird, like I'm wearing gloves made of dread. I flex my fingers and 3 blades the length of butter knives, but angrier punch straight out through my knuckles. I immediately put them back. I do not know how. I just really wanted to. My cat looks at me the way cats look at you when you've disappointed them on a personal level. She does not know I am now functionally a Swiss Army knife with abandonment issues. She just knows breakfast is late. So I make breakfast. With claws. This takes 90 minutes and 2 cabinets. Here's the thing nobody tells you about being an immortal, feral, knife-handed murder man. You still have to live in your apartment. The healing factor doesn't pay rent. The claws don't know what a doorknob is. I am invincible and also locked out of my own bathroom for 40 minutes because I sliced the handle clean off trying to turn it. I heal from wounds in seconds. I do not heal from embarrassment. That one lingers. By hour 3, I've figured out the obvious move. Stop touching things. Genius. Flawless plan. I am a man with knives for hands choosing a life of extreme stillness. Like a very dangerous houseplant. It does not last, because at hour 4, my upstairs neighbor's smoke detector starts shrieking, and apparently the healing factor also comes with a free upgrade. Heightened senses. I can smell burnt toast through a ceiling. I can hear a pin drop 2 apartments over. I have become a walking, bleeding, regenerating fire alarm with trust issues, and frankly, the smell of slightly burnt toast should not be a personal attack, and yet. So I go check on the neighbor. Naturally. Because apparently healing factor me also inherited the personality trait where I run toward problems instead of away from them, which, statistically, historically, is how I keep getting into this mess in the first place. I kick down his door. With my foot. Not the claws, I'm learning. The door splinters. My neighbor, a man named Gary, who has never once said hello to me in the elevator, looks up from his very fine, completely unburning toast and says, "I left the toaster on the wrong setting. Why is there a hole in my door? Gary, I love you. You are about to become a footnote in the legend of me. I apologize. I offer to fix the door. I do not know how to fix a door. I am extremely good at making more doors, technically, with my hands, but that's a different skill set entirely. This is when the twist arrives, and it's not the twist you're expecting. You think the twist is some shadowy organization showing up to recruit me, or a rival claw guy crashing through the wall to fight me on principle. No, the twist is smaller and much funnier. The twist is that nothing happens. Nobody comes. There's no secret lab calling my name, no mysterious benefactor, no ancient enemy with a grudge and a motorcycle. I just have unbreakable metal bones and stress about my upstairs neighbor's door. Forever, alone, with my own personal infinite healthcare plan and 0 plot relevance. I spend the next 2 weeks trying to find my purpose, because every story about a guy with claws involves a purpose, and what I discover is that purpose, it turns out, is mostly a marketing strategy. I try vigilante work. I scare exactly 1 raccoon. The raccoon was not doing anything wrong. The raccoon files this away for later, I'm sure. I try the brooding loner aesthetic. I stand on a rooftop at 2 a.m., wind in my hair, claws extended, staring at the city like I've got a tragic backstory and a code of honor. A guy on the street yells up, "You good?" And I have to yell back, "Yeah, just thinking like a man with knife hands has ever just been thinking." I try mentoring a teenager, because that's apparently in the job description. I do not have a teenager. I ask my cousin's kid if he wants to learn life lessons from a man who can't open a pickle jar without property damage. He says no. Correctly. Here's the part that gets me, the part where the joke turns into something a little too real. It turns out being unkillable doesn't make you brave. I still flinch at confrontation. I still avoid eye contact with my landlord. I have a skeleton made of the hardest metal physics will allow, and I still rehearsed what I was going to say to Gary about his door for 4 hours in the shower. Indestructible and still emotionally constipated. Some things, apparently unbreakable metal cannot fix. The healing factor patches up every wound on my body within minutes. It does not patch up the fact that I once let a phone call go to voicemail because I, quote, wasn't ready. I can survive being lit on fire. I cannot survive small talk at a party. So here's where it lands. Here's the reframe, the one I didn't see coming, the one that's been hiding under the metal and the muscle this whole time. Maybe the claws were never the upgrade. Maybe the upgrade was already happening before any of this. Every time regular, soft, breakable me did something hard anyway. Every time I made the phone call. Every time I knocked on Gary's door instead of running from it, before there was a door to kick down. Turns out you don't need bones made of unbreakable metal to be hard to break. You just need to keep showing up, soft and dumb and scared, again and again, until it stops feeling like a miracle and starts feeling like a personality trait. Which is good news, frankly, because tonight, I stubbed my toe on the same coffee table. 11 seconds. Same scream. No close. Worth it.